Ellen!
Yes!
We recently got a chance to play with Nintendo Labo.
We did indeed.
That's right, and we learned a lot from playing with it. It's the first time we've been able to get our hands on it. It's not out for a little while yet, but we've learned a lot about Nintendo's weird cardboard toy stuff, specifically these things.
So first off, it's really, really elegant, which is a weird thing that you wouldn't expect us to be talking about cardboard toys and elegance, but it is. When I first saw that advert with all the people playing with all the stuff, I thought, oh, how many rubber bands are going to be in this? How much glue and cutting and sticking and not much.
It's actually really incredible how it all works with only like cardboard being inserted into tabs and stuff and little bits of reflective tape. The reflective tape is basically the key to how the more sophisticated toys work. The Joy-Cons are just always looking out for the light that bounces off the bits of reflective tape, and that's how it senses everything. So when we actually got to take it apart, I was amazed, as you were saying, that not a lot of like glue or anything like that. There are little bits.
Little bits and bobs.
I saw a couple of elastic bands, but for the most part, it's just really elegantly designed to work almost exclusively with cardboard. One nice example I remember is in the top of the piano, the cardboard piano. You can press down this button at the top to start recording what your music is, and the button bounces right back up. There's basically just a little folded bit of cardboard at the bottom,
it's just that.
so it kind of just gives it a little bit of spring. But I was imagining springs and elastic and all sorts of clever stuff. So yeah, I was quite impressed with the design of it. Elegant is the word.
Very elegant.
Let's get this out of the way. Were my hands always this massive?
Well, not when you were a child, hopefully.
I was born with my adult hands. It was a very distressing baby. The finished product that you end up with when you're building one of the Toy-Cons, as they're insisting they be called, is quite sophisticated, but the steps for getting there, it reminded me a lot of Lego in that each individual step is quite straightforward and you don't feel too overwhelmed.
No.
And it shows you with a little 3D animation what you should be folding and where, so that you can follow along. I found it quite easy to follow.
Yeah. The big difference when it compares to your like Lego steps or more iconically your IKEA steps when building anything like that. Sometimes you see picture here and that's it done and you're like, okay, but what are the steps in between? They've been very careful to make sure that it's easy for kids to understand. So we were
understood
able
it
to
as well.
just get it.
But it is a lot more graphic and a lot more visual, and so yeah, kudos on making some pretty easy to follow guides, at least of what we've seen.
When we were making it, it felt very robust. I didn't feel like I was going to break anything. When you're popping the stuff out, the perforations are really good. You're not going to rip it too easily or anything like that.
Yeah, it felt as robust as you could reasonably expect cardboard to be.
It's cardboard still, so don't be like,
don't get it wet.
Don't get it wet.
I'd say that sense of robustness kind of follows through to the finished product as well. I'm thinking particularly about that robot suit, which is, like it's just a cardboard thing and you're holding onto cardboard handles like attached by like stringy sort of rope stuff. And I am a tall adult man, and when I was stomping around pretending to destroy that city, I was really giving it some, I wasn't holding back, and I was quite surprised that it didn't just fall apart, just come apart in my hands. So we didn't see very much of it in action, but we were told that there are going to be these tips about how to make little minor repairs to the kits as you go along.
Nice.
Nice. It's just here, right in the end, and then you can see where's Ellen's face emerging out of the gloom. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. The Joy-Con has a camera.
Yeah.
Who knew? I didn't. Probably should have. One of the Joy-Cons has a little infrared camera in the top. We mentioned earlier that reflective tape that's on everything. And the Joy-Con is basically using this infrared camera to keep an eye out for that stuff. But one of the things that's really cool about playing with the Labo set, you can see on the Switch a little display of what it can see. It's all, because it's in infrared, it's all got like a slightly like paranormal activity.
Blair Witch.
Yeah, Blair Witch kind of vibe.
And we were there in a room full of children reenacting Blair Witch on the Nintendo Joy-Cons. But what?
It's fine. Kids need to learn about Blair Witch and the dangers therein. 3, 2, 1. Yes, it's war. This is a war. No!
Enough about all the sciencey stuff though.
Yeah.
You can make it look pretty. There are some options that like come with the kits. So like we put a digger scoop on yours, and mine had an elephant head. Nintendo do supply some of their own kind of kit that you can get if you want to.
You can buy, I think it costs roughly a tenner or slightly less. I think it's called the customization kit, and it's basically a box that's just full of stickers and stencils stuff. And crafty bits and bobs. There's no need, I think, to necessarily use the Nintendo stuff. I mean, you could use anything.
They give you that for the option of if you are a big Nintendo fan, because they gave you like eyes that are like Mario eyes and Link eyes, and we made use of those.
Yeah, I would say that probably quite a lot of the enjoyment that I derived from it was in just like sticking and gluing and messing around with pipe cleaners. Any car nerds out there will tell you that the pipe cleaner is the most aerodynamic material. Correct.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like a thing that parents can really sit down with their kids and do, even parents who don't really know games. So like
that's a very good point,
that's a really nice way for everyone to get into it.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Let's grab the bull by the horns here, Ellen. Let's deal with the elephant in the room, and I don't just mean your little elephant RC card. This is something that is designed for young children.
Yes.
But if you are an adult like me,
or me,
or indeed Ellen, you should not feel
like
ashamed or worried, like it's not for you. Because in the same way that Lego is something that genuinely you can unashamedly enjoy at any age, this is it's basically just exactly the same thing. You're following a set of instructions, you're building something. If you are technically minded, if you are into like the science and particularly I guess like an engineering kind of thing.
Oh, it's really cool for that stuff.
In the same way that when you're putting together Lego and sometimes you realise like, oh, this is how that works, or like that pulley or that bit of pneumatic or whatever. I think there's a lot of that as well when you put in the cardboard stuff together. Anyone who watches this channel will know that we have a fairly high shame threshold. but nevertheless, I didn't feel like embarrassed putting it together.
No.
Based on our experience, I don't think you need to worry.
No. That's it. I've got to improve my lines.
What would Mike say?
Good lines.
He'd say good lines.
Finally, whilst it comes with lots of cool little mini games that you can play,
and they are good,
and they are really good and really enjoyable,
nicely put together little app things.
Yeah, we really want it to work with lots of more games. There's like a motorbike racing game. Imagine that in Mario Kart, like you're like moving it and driving it around and revving your engine, and that would be really cool. There we go. You have to start your engine as well. It's really cool.
And then like by revving this little side prong.
Doing it.
No exaggeration. Like among the most satisfying and accurate like motion controls I've used. It would seem like a no-brainer that should be put into Mario Kart. I know that technologically there would be some extra steps there, but come on, Nintendo. You make the cardboard, you make the Mario Kart. Join it together.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
The piano as well would be great for like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Or if it's us playing more like. So there's still a lot we don't know, but I feel like we've made a quantum leap forward in our understanding of what this thing basically is, how it works, and hopefully we've managed to impart a little bit of that knowledge onto you guys. So let us know if you are excited about Nintendo Labo, or if you think you'll give it a pass. Whatever you think, we want to know in the comments.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this, and why not like and subscribe and ring that little bell so that you get informed whenever we make new videos. If you seem to enjoy this, then this is kind of our whole deal. So there's a lot more. There's a lot more there to watch. All right. Well, we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Cheers for watching. Bye.
It's vibrating the tone into my head. This is not gonna come across in video.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, good idea.
That's amazing.
That's so cool.